And so I believe that the can-do spirit is within Ghana. A lot of the projects we are going to see today are not projects that we waited for the Minister of Finance to give us money. We have to just look for the money. We are doing 56,000 buildings for the generals. We are doing this project. We are doing army headquarters. We are doing a lot of things that we have to do. And, it's because of the armed forces and the nature of this. You cannot everything allowing the press to see what is going on. But there are not projects ongoing. You see almost all the asphalted roads and the barracks. It was all done in the last 1.5 years. To that. So we are going to go to about 7 sites. There are about 50 sites in Accra alone where projects are all just Accra alone. But today we'll go to about 7 sites where you see huge projects ongoing within the campus, so that we see where these projects are. We want to ensure that these projects are completed very quickly.
Of this, and the views from this that's command view. This is a command behind us. And we have a command area. There's a purpose of Navy. I mean, the units out there. So you can see Air Force here. You can see Navy on the other side. Then how is that? Of the Army Headquarters complex. So this is an 8-story building. Started 2 years ago, actually February 22, and it's been going on since then. So the frame of the structure is in place. It was based on the concept of the system. So we really work by the Air Force Headquarters behind you. You can see the concept of that one was based on the Air Force kit. Each class is where you see it up against the head of that one. That's the concept of that one. The Navy was based on a ship, same concept. This is based on a pistol, the Towers pistol. So the pistol is in the direction of my hand this way, and you will see the cladding or the cloth after you put it on it. So to the very far side of the end there is the mark or the muzzle of the pistol. So as we clad it, it will come out as a pistol. But for now it's a frame. So originally here were smaller buildings as we saw at GHP, and it had less spaces for staff. So this project is expected to be completed by the schedule December, but because of 1 or 2 exigencies that has come out because of adding a ton of other things, it might go a little bit more. So but for now, the difficult part of the project is finished. That's the frame, which it took quite some time to do. So this building was hit by COVID. We're doing a shift system. Just after we came out of the ground, we had that problem. So since then we've been doing it stage by stage. And what is left now is the infill for it to be finished. So at that high, you can see the whole of Accra.
Oh, really? We hope that by December you will complete this project. It's a very important project. It's just like I said, because we are not getting any support financially from anybody, it's a bit difficult. But we will do it. We have to support you to make sure that this project is complete. All the projects you see here, Army, Navy, Air Force, and the one we just went, the ministry and the armed forces have to provide their own resources to complete all of it. To design this and to carry it through, especially when there's COVID, there's no money anywhere, difficulties the whole world is facing, but still we are about to finish this project.
Since your visit to His Excellency the President on the 27th of October last year, many things have happened. GMA, since the commissioning of the officer cadet mess, the admin block has been completed. We have the classroom block, which was also in an advanced state of completion at the time you visited. It is now being used by the cadets. The hostel has also progressed. Connected to confirm the percentage of completion. Then the auditorium has also started, and then the fence wall, which has started the time the meeting inside came, is also almost completed. The hostel will be made up of 246 rooms. The plan is that
they will have one cadet occupying each room. But if we look at the projections that we have, considering that now we are going to have, when we have all 3 intakes, that is 2 regular intakes and 1 soft-service LD intake on ground, we'll be having over 500 cadets. If we do that, and we still have 2 rooms per 2 cadets per room in the whole accommodation, then we'll be able to take over 600 cadets.
So GME, we have 7 projects in GME. So we have the half compounds, which the 160 that we are building, 2 is for GME. It's finished. It's left with the power connection. We also have the 4-story 16 flats, platoon commanders accommodation. It's finished. When the MT was here, it was ongoing, but now it's finished. A little bit power connection. And then we have the hostel block that the commandant talked about, which is also 65% complete. We look at that one side, and then we look at the auditorium, which has just started. And then the other 3 are completed. The classroom block is done, the administration, and then the mess. So these are the 4 projects that we look at, sir.
As within the half compound, as far as the individual project, we're supposed to build 160 location, 2 and 2 for troops. So you can see the buildings are finished, actually 90% complete. We are enough to connect power and water, sewage and everything has been connected. We intend to hand over to GMA next month, after we've done the handing over to the process. So GMA will have 4 instructors, their families, 8 instructors, their families, 4 on this block and 4 on that block. Each wing has 4 rooms, 4 flat apartments, which has 2 rooms plus a kitchenette and all. So we have 2 areas, apartment 1, the division, another one like that, all the way to that side. So we have 8 instructors, other instructors who run accommodation. So this is one of the 4-story 16 flats. So the rooms here are bigger than that one, though they are all 2 bedrooms. It's 2 bedrooms, but these 2 bedrooms is spacious. So it's for officers of GME, that is platoon commanders. The instructors, all our instructors are the other ones. So some of these buildings too are all over the garrisons, the various definitions. Some for some for other ones. So we'll look at one of them. This is the first the Chinese has finished, but the China has finished this one as part of the contract that we started. So we'll look at this one, and this is how all the others will finish, they look like. So this one, the total area is for the ground floor is about 26 meters times 4 for our buildings, which were low rise, and to use land, started going high rise. So we'll look at one of them.
Oh yes, sir. So the construction is very old. Yes, sir. We have been having difficulty getting down those materials to maintain them. Because those are the precast elements that were shipped. Yes, sir. That is, this were the bricks. Yes,
What
I
is the fish left out?
That's the ones that is at phase 1. Phase 1 is this building. Phase 2 is the same thing repeated here.
At the other side.
Facing here.
Okay.
So that's phase 2. So they even to each other. And this is down the port. Look at them and you see that there are 3 levels of system there. And then as part of keeping stock of items in the warehouse, the stores are supposed to do, they're also supposed to do that to check the items. Then the same warehouse is also at the far end here, which also has the same capacity. Then we have a longer one, 78 meters long. We call it a 2-bay twin warehousing capacity. That's in the middle here, the one on my left. And then we have 2 smaller ones at the far end behind you on the other side. The whole idea of this is to keep our staff and our equipment according to how military stores it. Know that the warehousing at BOD is also going out as part of the airport phase 2 project. So we have to relocate personnel here. Our soldiers and our personnel at other place will be housed in these warehouses here. And those warehouses, we have issues with them already with the flooding and other things because of the rains. These ones don't have. And these are the biggest. In Ghana Forces now, this will be the biggest warehouses that we ever have. Looking at the projection of the armed forces in the next 4 to 5 years and beyond. So we'll go and we'll look at the warehousing facilities. It's under construction, practically 60% complete. The framework is up, the floor has not been done yet. But this system of construction is that you have to do all the framework first, do the foundation, the sections, raise the structure, and then finish the inside. So with the forecast of this one, plus all the other facilities here, the military will be able to at least store more equipment, more weapons, more uniform, more apparels here. And they are also according to all our designations. That's how all the systems are here. If you look behind, the containers all have the racking systems. They are all here, so they are on site. Nothing is yet to be done. You have 12 2-bedroom units, another 12 single-room units, and you have 4 dormitories that comfortably live in this one, plus 120 soldiers. That's what I'm talking about, dormitory type of secondary schools, kind of. So we have recruits that can be in here.
Drake Avenue at Airport Residential Area, which is one of the Ghana Forces project sites. On this stretch, right from the Diplomatic Shop Junction all the way to the junction right down there, are 10 plots. The 10 plots are actually 10 buildings, 2-bedroom, 10 buildings. Okay, every plot measures approximately 100 feet by 80 feet. It's just one building that was still on that big plot. Just one, but there was only one building on this plot. Just one. And it has been turned into 6 buildings. So, in all, this is supposed to be phase 1 and phase 2. We are starting at the phase 2 area. So, instead of having one building on this plot, we are housing 6 families on this plot. It's actually 4 bedrooms. There's going to be 48 of this on this stretch. So, calculate and see. We have 10 buildings, right? Then 48 on 10 plots or 10 parcels of land. And it stretches right away from the junction that we just said all the way down to the junction that goes to the Assembly Secretariat.
This structures you see is to house senior military officers. We have 48 of them. And these structures were sitting on what we normally call 1 acre land. We have decided to turn it to get 48 of them for the senior officers to be able to occupy. I want to appeal to the people of Ghana that if anybody is telling you, if it's a mistake, the Lands Commission sells that building to you, we will take it back and use it to develop for the Ghana members of the Ghana Armed Forces.